These siblings are from the most inbred family in America. They are known to bark, grunt, and run away when they see strangers.
These people are too wild. They're like wild animals. You can't get them to sit still.
Maybe because they are used to isolation, or maybe because they don't want to be seen. Because they have deformed faces, misshaped eyes, disabilities, and countless issues with development. That's why many other people online said that they created their own curse, because they have been practicing inbreeding for generations. Even their grandparents are identical twins who married their cousins. And their parents married each other even though they are cousins too. That's why these siblings are purely related by blood. Their parents didn't stop multiplying until they reached 15 kids in total. Some of them couldn't even talk, like Ray. He can only communicate through pointing and grunting like this.
You watch a lot of TV?
Out of 15, only 4 of them are living together now, and among them only 1 can speak. This is Betty.
How many years have you lived here?
And the remaining 2, they don't talk that much. They are Lorraine and Timmy. This is the place that they were born and raised, and they've never had the opportunity to travel outside because their family stays so isolated from the rest of the world in this remote area. They don't even have the chance to partner with other people, so they married each other to make sure that their bloodline will continue. But why? Are they a secret royal family that's hidden from the public because of their defects? Is their bloodline the only reason that they practice this inbreeding? Or are they hiding more sinister secrets? This is the Whitaker family in Odd, West Virginia. They are infamous as the most inbred family in America, but no one knew about them not until a famous photographer, Mark Later, discovered them. And he almost died approaching them. I first photographed the Whitaker family in 2004. That visit was interrupted by an angry neighbor with a shotgun who threatened to use it if I didn't leave the Whitakers alone. He quickly explained that he wanted to help them by letting the world know that they exist. This is when they were first introduced to the world.
Hard to imagine that exists in the United States.
But their first encounter was not friendly at all.
I wanted to shoot the 3 brothers together. Ray would not. He was just too out of control. I had the camera set and he would stand like 3 inches from the camera. Like, no, Ray, I need you to stand. Every time I spoke to him, he just ran off. He got really upset, started screaming, and would run off. Pants had no belt, and the pants would fall around his ankles, and he went in the corner and started kicking a garbage can. And he did that over and over and over.
But what really happened to this family, and why did they turn out like this? There's only one way to understand their situation. We need to analyze the most complicated family tree you will ever see. It all started with their grandparents. Elizabeth Jane Perkins married Thomas Whitaker, while her sister Mary Perkins married Samuel Riggs. Thomas and Elizabeth Whitaker had 7 kids. 2 of them were twins, while Mary and Samuel Riggs had 2 daughters. The twins, Henry and John Isom Whitaker, married their cousins Ada and Sarah Riggs. These unions started the inbreeding. Henry and Sarah had 6 kids. One of them is John Emery Whitaker. The other twin, John Isom Whitaker, had 9 kids. One of them is Grace Irene Whitaker. Soon after, John Emery and Grace Irene married each other, and they had 15 kids together. And only the 7 of them were discovered by the photographer Mark. So this is Lorraine, this is Betty, this is Freddie, Larry, and Ray, this is Kenneth, and then there's Timmy. At first, they look like brothers and sisters, but their relationship to each other is much more complicated. Because it turns out Timmy is their nephew, he is Lorraine's son. When Timmy was born, they knew that they needed to stop partnering with each other because all of their babies had genetic defects and mental disorders. So they did. They vowed to end the inbreeding in their generation, and they are hoping and praying that the next Whitakers will not carry on this curse. Now, let's answer the question from the beginning of this video. Why did the Whitakers practice inbreeding? Are they secret royalties that are hiding from the world? Well, no. In fact, they are one of the only inbred non-royal families in the world. So if they are not royals, why did they have children within their own family tree? Well, they're blaming it on their remote location, lack of education, and poor status. But now they know better, and finally their prayers have been answered. Because just recently they had a new grandchild, and he is a normal, healthy baby boy. So is this the end of the curse for the Whitaker family?